As I'm sure you've seen, I got my first taste of knockoff Masterpiece Transformers.
Oh yeah, the Takasa Tony.
Wait, what? Takasa Tony! After that glorious moment of solid knock-offery, I decided to take a leap and jump into the one Transformer I've always been meaning to collect. I'm talking about a Masterpiece Optimus Prime, baby! The Masterpiece Optimus Prime, or MP10, is often referred to as the best Optimus Prime figure to get. Please, dear God, don't let this blow up in my face. Naturally, I looked up the prices and... yeah. MP10 is expensive in both its authentic and knockoff forms, but somehow not in this upscaled form. I don't know much about Transformers toy economics, only that they're much cheaper, sometimes, and how close to official some of them are. With all this in mind, I went, found, and bought this upscaled Optimus on eBay for $65. Specifically, Jiang's MPP10 Deformation era. What a steal! Huge toys come in huge boxes, and huge boxes come with moderately sized dents. To cut the big box talk short, I just wanted to touch on the box art and how it's so not reflective of the final product. Who cares? I'll be throwing out this crumpled monstrosity anyway. The instructional booklet is well put together. Not exactly sure how much of it is lifted from the official instructions though. Oh look, the cover art is traced. The booklet, of course, covers the use of accessories that come with the figure and the trailer parts that don't come with it. Also, the transformation instructions. Here's everything that Optimus comes with. His signature cannon, Energon Axe, the Matrix of Leadership, and Spike Witwicky. This doesn't look like any cannon I've ever... Ah! Oh. Nice.
Nice.
Just as you've witnessed, the cannon is collapsible with a little spring mechanism. Say, that sounds like a good band name. It's not as flimsy as you'd think. We get a rigid form all throughout. I like the look of the gun. It's a bit bare, but it gets the job done. It folds up so you can easily put it away in the compartment located at Optimus's back. You can keep it there in both robot and truck mode. The cannon can attach to either of the hands thanks to the rectangular pegs at the handle. Curling the fingers to better hold the cannon often makes the gun pop out, however. You can't even swivel the wrist with it on because of how blocky everything is. The Energon Axe smells. It's got that gummy kind of smell. Something familiar enough that I'm not too scared about the possibility of lead poisoning. The axe is rendered in a sturdy, semi-translucent plastic. The blade and a select few Energon spikes aren't very straight, but it's nothing a simple hair drying can straighten out. It attaches securely to Optimus's right hand and has a swivel so you can rotate it however you want. I would have liked the axe to go in a little further, but that's just a nitpick and it might not even be accurate. It's even got a swivel. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the Matrix of Leadership is, but it's neat. There's some heft to it, meaning there must be some diecast in it. Jobby's cold touch technique is failing me here.
You're not doing it right.
Just stop. Optimus can't really hold it, but he's got that nice chest compartment where you can put it in. It sits there snugly in both modes, but I take it out for the truck mode because I'm scared of it falling out. Its paint applications are crisp, but only on that one side. Flip it around and you can see the orange paint bleeds onto the silver bits. The blue gem at the center is made out of a transparent bit, but it's a tad too dark for any successful light piping to take place. The last of the accessories is this little guy, Spike Witwicky.
Optimus! Optimus! Optimus!
I don't know who he is, I don't know what he does, I don't know how accurate he is to the official version or his cartoon version, but what I do know is that he's got a creepy face, noticeable mold lines, messy paint, plastic warping, and basic articulation. His arms swivel and his legs have hinges at the hips and knees. The warping makes it hard to stand him up, but you'll most likely have him sitting down inside Optimus truck mode, or, like me, put him away because you only care about the robot that turns into a friggin' truck. Okay, that's it. No more accessories. It's Optimus Prime time, baby! This upscaled Optimus has the Hasbro color scheme, vibrant colors with popping blue eyes as opposed to the Japanese Takara Tomy version with darker colors and, quote, soulless eyes. I'm sorry about this, Takasa Tony. I promise this is a one-time deal. Takasa Tony for life. Forget Takara Tomy. They're the fakers. As I've already said, this is upscaled, meaning it's big. Get your big badass toys at eBay. Its increased size has made it easier to scope out all the details in the sculpt, all while the paint stays very nice. There's really not much for me to say concerning the figure. It's big, pristinely painted, and solid in its construction. Only thing to complain about would be the design of it, and I personally love it. It's not as overly simplified as in the original cartoon, but also not overly complicated or divergent of the original design. The only fair way to discuss this figure's play problems, however, is after a little bit more playtime. Whether it's months or years from now, only time will tell if the joints become loose or paint starts chipping. Maybe I'll give an update, we'll see. Fun fact, because of licensing issues, you have to buy the Autobots logo separately. Just make sure it's for the big boys. Anyway, speaking of pins and ratchets, let's explore Optimus's. At the sides of the head, Prime's, I guess his ears? Yeah, Batman ears. His Batman ears are articulated with swivels. They don't even need to be because his ears don't need to be folded during any part of the transformation sequence. The head has a fantastic range for looking up and down. There's no head tilting, but you can rotate the head. The base of the neck can snap into 3 spots, which allow for even more head movement. Thanks to the transformation, we get a very deep butterfly joint for the arms. They can pop in and out and move up and down with a hinge and swivel all the way. Optimus's arms can pop, have a bicep cut, and an elbow that can bend 90 degrees. Tabs that secure the structure of the forearm tend to come off easily whenever you're posing the arms. Seems like the joints are a little too good. His hands have a full swivel and articulated fingers, with the index finger having 2 joints, while the rest of the figure are fused with only 1 joint. As for his torso, there is no ab crunch, but there is a waist swivel. Prime's legs are on some loud and scary ratchet joints. An okay range front and back with a wide spread. Swivel at the thighs, and just like the arms, Optimus's knees can reach a perfect 90 when bent normally. But if you really wanted to, you can also go in the complete opposite direction for
Maximum Mafia retaliation.
Looks like Optimus Boy didn't pay us that protection money.
Yeah, see, you gotta pay up the energon tax.
Wah. Yeah. Wah. Why do we sound kind of like Skeletor all of a sudden?
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just below the knees is yet another swivel for the lower legs. The ankle swivels give you an impossibly huge amount of range. Optimus also has a toe hinge and a heel hinge, and you can also point the foot up just a tad, adding up to a great amount of articulation to keep the Autobot leader action ready, but still fairly limited if you want Optimus to look relaxed by sitting down or even just kneeling. So that covers the robot side. Let's go ahead and this big boy up into his disguise. Aside from some minor scraping that I can't seem to get around, I'm an amateur, shut up. The transformation is as satisfying as it is easy. There's just something about the sheer size of it folding and shifting to become Optimus Prime's classic boxy truck design. Don't forget to flip open the side mirrors and drop those exhaust pipes. I know I do. Optimus Prime's truck mode is good. It looks like a truck, rolls like a truck, and definitely weighs like one. I like how it looks, even if it's obvious that the back end is less normal than the front half. If that makes any sense? Less human-made, I should say. My only complaint is that these tabs at the very end don't stay connected when the chrome bits at the side aren't tabbed in. Maybe this is something present in MP10s, maybe it isn't. Do let me know in the comments if it is. Personally, I prefer all the tabs at the back to be connected, which leaves the chrome tabs untabbed. Thankfully, it's not very noticeable that the chrome's not clipped. And that's the Upscaled MPP10. An amazing bargain for $65, wouldn't you say? I recommend getting one if you're a complete Transformers amateur like me and are on the market for an Optimus Prime. Just make sure you have the room to display it.